I believe there are three types of camera lenses. First, the workhorses. Second, the unique ones. Lastly, one that don't stay long enough in your camera bags. What's up guys, it's Taeho Paul Kim here again. Today's video is about my thoughts on Nikon 58mm F1.4G lens. Just so you know, I'm a Nikon shooter, so gear-wise, my videos will be primarily about Nikon. Anyways, let's get started. The 58, I think it belongs to either the second, the unique one, or the last, the one that doesn't stay long enough in your camera bag. Those who liked it, you probably call it a character lens, which is what this lens is known for. But if you did not, you probably call it a big waste of money or an expensive piece of plastic. But like mentioned in my first video, I'm an enthusiast, so if you're looking into getting this lens for your work, my video may not be the one for you, but if you're still interested, stay tuned. Yep, that's a good idea. Let's talk about the pros first. Size-wise, it gives you the right balance on any full-frame Nikon cameras like D750, D810, or DF, and etc. I personally have it mounted on a D850 and it's also a decent match. This lens is made of plastic and some people don't like the way this lens being plasticky, and I don't think it's a downside at all. I mean, thanks to the weight, which is not as heavy, I can carry this all day long. That's a good thing. Even if the lens was made out of metal, it will not make a huge difference in terms of image quality. So it's a pro. Yep, it's got some cool nicknames like Dream Lens or, hey, what's the other one? A Fantasy Lens. I think it's because the lens offers one of the creamiest bokeh, whatever. The reason I'm saying one of is because I also own a 58mm f1.2 knocked from the 70s, which I will not get into in today's video, but I will someday. I keep the aperture wide open at 1.4 in most cases because number one, I like the way it separates the subject from the surroundings. And at the same time, the background and the main subject blend in so well together, which creates a dreamy look. This is why a lot of people are after this lens in particular. Now, this is where a real subjective call comes into play. You will either love it so much or totally the other way around. Number two, I think it's sharp, but if you're accustomed to zoom lenses like 24 to 70 or 70 to 200, I doubt that its 1.4 aperture will make you happy. Like many people have already mentioned, even if your focus is on point, it'll still look soft. Not out of focus, but soft. But from that point, I think it's up to you to be a lover or a total hater. I chose to be a lover. Lover. About a month later, it was announced. There was so much hype that it'll be the next generation Nikkor 58mm f1.2. People were very curious and excited to see how a brand new successor will stack up against the predecessor. But then a month or two from that point, people who actually spent some time with the lens started saying negative things about the lens. So after reading negative comments online here and there, I still don't know why I was so sure, why I was so certain, even though I had not seen the product in real life. But I was like, there's no way Nikon will make a crappy lens. Whoever says that must be a hater or something. So I bought the lens to find out what the true capabilities of the lens were. And I was gonna purchase it anyways, but all the negative feedbacks and negative comments kind of triggered me to swipe my credit card sooner. When it was delivered at my door, I immediately mounted on the D610 and took it out for a trial. What people disliked about the lens was the slow AF speed, and to be honest, I did not find the AF speed to be significantly slow like the way people felt. But I had to agree with people on the inaccurate autofocus. It never nailed it. The pictures I took and assumed the AF was spot on were all slightly off. This might confuse a lot of people, but it was different from softness. In many cases, you'll have to fine-tune it on the camera body to get the AF right. After going through that process, then I started seeing the real uniqueness. Sis. Decent contrast, excellent in low light, super buttery bokeh, and three-dimensional look were the unique factors that I could think of when describing this very lens. I often find people comparing it to a regular 50mm prime lens, but in my opinion, the 58mm is a one-of-a-kind lens. Like a fisheye lens, an ultra-wide-angle lens, a macro lens, the 58mm needs to be distinguished in that manner. That being said, please note that it's not for everybody. It's got a character and it's not gonna make everyone happy. It's not an everything lens, not perfect, not for every purpose. Yeah, but if you have decided to take the risk, or if you are willing to dig deeper to find what it means by a character lens, it'll be worth it. Do I like it? Oh, are you kidding me? I love it. I love it. I love it. This lens is the reason why I'm still sticking to Nikon system to this day, and Noct as well. I guess that's about it for today, and hope the video was enjoyable. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.